Oh, I should screen this. Right. Hello. Morning. No, it's afternoon. Right. I'm on a really quick another video. Um, it's for everybody who's not at school. It's circle theorems. I've done one or two, but this I'm going to try, especially for my maths groups at home. I'm going to try to cover all of circle theorems from the CGP Edexcel book. Right. It's a typical man. If I'm looking at the book, I am not going to be speaking. You see, I can look at the book now. As soon as I look at something, my brain shuts off. It's like I can't do two of them at the same time. I find it really hard speaking. And I've really had to change your page. God, look at that. If I could show you what I'm doing, do you know what? I should really flip the two. But I'm not going to. Okay, so I'm on something like 220, page 220, page, no, it's not 220. On the current copy I've got, I'm on page 221. And it's circle theorems. So let's crash from the top to the bottom. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to print screen and drop it onto my bit paper. Alright, so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okie doke, I should really put my glasses on for this. Alright, so let's just recap. One of the really, really common mistakes when you haven't done this for ages is getting your names for all different things. So let's start from the basic. Circle, circumference. It's not really a circle, it's been squished, but we'll live with that. Now, if I draw a line from the middle out, and it must be exactly in the middle, this is called a radius. Radius. And then we have, if you double it, and it's really nice because they'll do naughty things like this, so I might as well start doing naughty things. They will give you radius, that should be joined, we'll do that there. This is radius, and you've got these two, and now a diameter. Okay. So there's some of the kind of key things you need to know. And you've probably done them in year 7 or something crazy like that. And then they kind of go into some really, really peculiar. Oh, before I move this, look, you can see it here. You can see it, and that's on page page 221. It should be 221 in your book. All right. So as I go down, they start throwing in other words. Right. So we have a line that looks like a diameter. It isn't a diameter because it doesn't go through the middle. And this is called a chord. A chord. Okay. Now, the other one where we have part of the circumference, let's change colour. Let's do it my favourite colour, baby pink. So if you have part of the circumference there, so you've got part of the circumference that's called an arc, or arc length, or arc. The next one, I'm going to kind of, no, I'm just going to draw it in. You probably won't see it like this. They like to throw it in with a radius. Do you know what? Why not? Let's do both. Pink, nice. Now there's my, I'm about to say arc. What is wrong with my brain? There is my tangent. Which you'll rarely see your tangent alone. You'll see your tangent attached to your radius. And this is, I'm about to put love out there. It's okay, that's just not going to work. So this is a right angle here and a right angle there, and that will do me. But that's circle theorem. We're going to come back to that one. Do you know what? We might save time. We're not. If you've got a tangent attached to a radius, it'll always make 90 degrees. All right. So a little bit of recapping terminology, a little bit of a circle theorem. Oh look, I have just drawn this circle theorem that was in dull black. Why don't they use really nice colours like pink or purple? They got to use black. It's like, be a little bit creative. You'll make us look dull. Alright. Not like you'll teach you maths and science and we're somehow boring. Well, okay. If you could see us out on an evening, I can't say a night. Not because I'm a teacher, because I like to be in bed by 9:30. So if you see us out on an evening, you would be shocked. Shocked that we are teachers. Alright, so this goes through the middle. Ooh. Blue and pink, blue and pink. My daughters would love that. All right. So, second circle theorem, we're going to consider this one my first circle theorem and this one the second circle theorem. Short the way around, but who cares? And we got if you draw a triangle, off a diameter, that's a diameter there, it will always make a right angle triangle. But you see, they're not nice like that. They're not going to give you something so simple. They are going to be really little annoying children, and they're going to go, ooh, looky, I'm going to give you another triangle underneath so you think it's a quadrilateral. And that's 90 degrees there as well. Okie dokie. Alright, so that's what. Shall I change pages and leave that? No, I'm going to change pages. Oh, lovely. Okay. Alright, so what I might do is, shall I throw the questions in? Yeah. Well, okay, so on page 2, you know what, I don't think I can crop there, but I can crop in Paint. So let's flip over to Paint. I'll crop it, I'm going to crop that screen print. So you can, shall I just do them? I don't know. That's a tough one. Shall I just do them? Now, do you know what? Have a go yourself. Have a go, and if you're stuck, I know, I'll have a go. If you're stuck, leave a comment, and I shall answer it. Anyway, so there's the first 4 questions. Nice and easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move up there. So I've got those first 4 questions. They're in your textbook. Just because you're going to be a lazy cow, I can say cow. Can I say cow? Shall I say moo? Yes, because you're going to be a lazy moo. You might not want to change and have a look in your book. Book. Right. So let's check the other questions. The other questions underneath, shall we? All right. Where am I? There. Okie dokie. Ooh, they've joined. Oh, I know. I'm moving the whole thing. I should just do that. Okay, so you got 8 questions. Check your answers at the back of your textbook. If you still don't know what you're doing, drop a comment. Or send an email if you're one of my kids. If you're not one of my kids, you shouldn't be watching this unless you bought the book. Oh, well, there you go. Told you off. Now, we've got 2 more circle theorems. Let's get those circle theorems from the book. We're now on page 222. Your page numbers can be different. It depends. Do you know what? Let's go on to another page. So I'm just going to paste the whole thing. Now I've got it on Kindle, which lets me move it around, and I like the electronic version. So here we've got rule 2, rule 3, and rule 4. Now I'm really not going to look at that because I haven't got my glasses on. I ain't got my glasses on. Right, okay, radius. Now the next rule is no matter where you draw your radius, right, they're always the same length. So if your radius is the same length, worst case scenario, if I draw a triangle. Now, the worst case scenario, these are all isosceles. And I say worst because that means you've got to work out the little angles at the bottom. Now, first things, right, as you do it, this, you'll be told, oh, they're all isosceles. But they're upside down and sometimes they're at an angle and all sorts of stuff from what your teacher doesn't tell you. Right? Well, not all teachers, we do. Us old folk do. The young ones are just, well, far too young. This angle here, let's call it A, is the same as this angle here. It's these 2 angles that are the same. And one common mistake, and let's do it in another colour. Let's do the dull colour. Mistake should be dull. Lime green. Buster Lime! I remember that. What did I watch? Oh yeah, Home. Buster Lime. So the most common mistake is, oh look, I think that angle's the same as that angle. No, it's not. Unless. And since we're doing an unless, let's do it in baby pink. I like baby pink. This side's the same as that side, is the same as that side. And it does happen. If that's the case, this is 60. Is that right? Okay, so then we come to our next kind of circle theorem, and some of them are rarely used, and these are kind of new to the spec, but they're kind of self-evident as well. But let's just talk about them anyway. So if I got diameter, I got a chord. I know it's a chord. It's not going through the centre. Oh, that's disgusting. Try and get that straight. Hold on. That looks straight. That look even. And pretend it does. We'll pretend. I'm sure it's not. Anyway, so if this is the same side length as that, if these two are the same length as each other, then you'll have 90 degrees. Ooh, that's not 90 degrees. Then you'll have. Oh, do you know what? Just in the mood for my fat fingers to mess about my tablet. 90 degrees. 90 degrees. 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Yeah, no, I think you get the point. They're all 90 degrees. Well, that one was a bit boring. All right, so let's just that's over here. Yeah. So there you go, all 90 degrees. Okay. So let's go on to the next page. You know, should we chuck some questions on? Let's chuck some questions on for you guys. Let's leave it on the same page because, you know, I really can't be bothered creating too many pages, and it's just like, all right. So if you're not used bit paper, it's really simple. The pages are actually massively long. Let's just make this neat. The pages are really hugely long, and if you look at the bottom, I'm trying to do this while I'm pasting this as well. If you look at the bottom, you'll see the icon that I've highlighted, this one here. This one moves the whole thing. So what I mean by that is, so if I write here, ooh, lots of questions. Wow, questions, Gaspard, questions. And I put exclamation marks there. Now, if I do that and I grab this, it'll move one thing at a time. If I grab this with the arrow, so if I got my single arrow, my select tool, it'll move it around. Oh, that's number 4. I didn't know that. Oh, that's number 4. Bing. Oh, well, that didn't work. You got pan 5. Ooh, so I grab 5. 4. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice keyboard shortcut. So if I grab this pan with the arrows in every direction, I can move the whole page. So, well, there you go. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. Right, so which one have I got left? Page 224. 224. Yeah. Now, can I do this in one big go? I don't think I can. Alright, so the next circle theorem. Do you know what? I'm just going to explain it rather than write down. It's on page 223, I think. So the next one is a really nice-ish one, but again, they like to put it in really dodgy ways. If I have 2 points, and we'll call these points A and B, right? That's A, that's B. So there's 2 points. If I start any line off here, right, then the first thing to realise is whatever the angle is, let's say 30, this looks more like 60, 70, 80, and that's 30. Right, so that's the first thing to realise. Now I'm going to try to do something. So the angle over here, let's call it C, is the same as the angle over here, D. There should be capital letters, but will live. Alright, so now you'll notice something. If I take all of this, let's rotate it. Ooh, upside down. Well, the rule's still the same. So, if all of a sudden, what I mean by the rule's the same, if we start from this point here and this point here, let's change colours. Let's go to that nice little blue that was working really well with the baby pink. If I've got these 2 points, that would mean that this angle here, now that does look like 30. Let's call it 30. Would be the same as that angle there. Not that they're all, oh my god, I shouldn't have done that. Let's make it 31. So if this is 31, then this is 31. Because otherwise you think all the angles are the same, but they're not. It's just these ones here on the ends, where you've subtended out. Anyway, let's stay on this page. That was quite a nice, easy one. Let's just drop the questions onto there. Right, my naughty little crew. who think just because you're not at school and you ain't got no exams coming, this is for you. Alright, you might be in year 10, you might be in year 11. Year 11, you don't want to do exams because you think, oh my god, they cancel all the exams. No. You never know if they don't give you what you like, you're doing it again. It won't be again, would it? Oh, I didn't select my thing. You won't be doing them again. You'll be doing them in September, October, November, whenever they decide next term. If you don't get the kind of grades you like. Or if your parents say you've got to do it. Alright, so there's the questions. Right, so, yeah, let's just pop back to there. You see the ton of questions. They're on page 223. Or let's say 223. We'll pretend they're on page 223. Alright. So, next circle theorem. Alright, so the next one, do you know it's on page, okay, those questions on 224, I'm going 225. The next circle theorem is a nice easy one. I've got a circle, I've got a four-sided shape, more commonly called a cyclic quadrilateral. If you sat in Bradford and you can't be bothered reading, get a book. A cyclic means in round, round, round. Quadrilateral means four-sided. Now this is only true if for a cyclic quadrilateral. Well, okay. We don't have to pay attention. If you have a four-sided shape inside the quadrilateral, let's call it angle A, angle B. Angle A, our B will equal 180 degrees. Okay. So for example, opposite angles always add up 180 degrees. If that's 80, that's 100. Yeah, I think I made my point. Okay, boom. It's like a little moon. It's disappearing. Alright, so... Yes, that is my voice. Let's give you some questions. More questions. You know what, in between, I should really pause that video. Yeah. So this is on page, what did I say, 224, 225? Alright. So I've got those questions. Right, next, page 7. Ooh. That's page 7 on there, not page 7 here. Next circle theorem. Shall I do it again? I think I shall. I'll explain it again. Rather than show you the whole paper. Okie dokie. So, I got a circle. I'm going to hide from her. My wife's just come downstairs. And I'm working on my day off, which is a Sunday. These two are radii. And here, it's a real long tangent. I started to shoot a video. Alright, so I should have made that a little bit short, but you get my point. Do you know what? No, you don't get my point. That's not nice. Let's pull that in. Let's just pull it in. Get in. That's as neat. Whee. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, let's just grab that. Pull it back. Pull that forward. Oh, I love drawing with these. It's so much neater than doing by hand. Alright, so a tangent. If you've got a tangent, two tangents that start from the same point, baby pig time. Baby pig time. Baby pig. So if they all start from the same point. Right. If they all start from the same point, you've always got 90 degrees, as long as your radius. Well, that part doesn't matter. If you've got a tangent touching a radius, it's at 90 degrees. If they start from the same point, these two are the same length. So how can I mess with you guys? First of all, I can drop a line through there. And you think, ooh, true right angle triangles. I can then go 3. I can go, oh, do you know what? Let's make that 3. Let's make that 9. And how do you work out this? Well, the truth is, first of all, it's a right angle triangle, so it's Pythagoras. The second really, really, really annoying thing is, you think this is the hypotenuse. It's not. It's this. This is longer. Anyway, that's that one. Oops.
That was good, madam.
That was who?
Hurram's mother.
Okay,
Saying how
fine,
should I do
fine.
as?
I'm recording.
Oh, I'm with the dog, so I'm burning signal.
I'm coming out in 2 minutes. Okay, so where am I? Oh, I lost it. Where was it? Alright. Do you know what? I'm going to have to learn how to edit. Alright, so I'm going to throw 3 questions on there. Let's throw 3 questions on there. Let's go down. And here go my questions. Alright. So have a go at these. There are a few more, but I mean, they just get more fun later on. Alright, kid okay. The next one, let's have a look what the next circle theorem, page 226. 226. Oh, this is the one. Oh, I like this one. It's really easy. But boy, does it mess you guys up. Alright, so let's explain this next one. Okie dokie. So, in this one here, we have is a tangent. And then what they go and do is instead of give you a really nice radius here, they give you a triangle. And then, back to a nice blue, you little darlings are taught. If this is 75, then this one's 75. If this one's 60, yes, oh God, no, doesn't even look like 60 degrees. It's not okay. Well, fine. If that one's 60, that one's 60. And he goes, is that it? Yeah, that's it. You know, I should have really done these two difficult. You know what? I might go for red. That is the same as that. Psychedelic, kind of crazy, blue, turquoisey. That's the same as that. Right, fine. And what you guys do is you think, oh my God, that's so easy. That's absolutely, I get it. I know what I'm doing. You know, it can't be that hard. And when you come to it, they give you lots of questions, and the questions are absolutely horrific. Now, I've kind of chopped some of this off, and I hope you get all these questions. If not, stop being lazy, open your book up. Yeah? Oh no. Okay, that should. Oh, pants. Pants and pants and. Oh, that didn't work. Alright, let's try it this way. Do you know? Alright, one last go. Or you're doing it out of the book. You guys choose. Looks like you're doing it out of the book because I'm having really, real difficulty controlling my selection too. I get those. I have those times. Right, these are the easy ones. Go back into the book. We're on page. What page are we on? We're on page 226. Finish them out of the book. And tell me how they go. All right. So let's see if I've got time for the next page 227. 227. Ooh, I should really do that one. Rule 10. Let me see if I've got anything after rule 10. 2 to 8. Oh, not really. 2 to 10. 2 to 7. 2 to 10. What's up with me? Okay, so the next circle theorem is, for me, relatively new in terms of GCSE. So let's just talk about it. Okay, that's the wrong one. Everybody's pasted that in. Let's just get rid of this. Alright. There we go. So the next circle theorem, it goes on about something really unusual. What we have is a chord crossing another chord. And we're going to label these. Let's give them a really nice colour. They're going to be black. So we're going to call this PQRST. The rule's really simple. SQ times QT is equal to PQ times QR. And you go, oh yeah, that's it, yeah, really easy. But it would be easy. It'd be really easy to remember. Unless they go, do you know what? I got this, I got that. These are not tangents. First things first, these are not tangents. Secondly, from P, Q, R, S, T. PQ times, and it is not QR, PQ times PR. So this distance here, whoops, times this distance there is equal to ST times SR. Yeah? Okay. Now, you've got two things. The only way to deal with that, and the only option you've got to deal with that, is to really practice them, really get them into your head. And then after you've given it a decent amount of welly, go on to the really tough exam questions, because they're not about maths. And my students turn around and say, what do you mean maths isn't about maths? Maths is not about maths, it's about problem solving. And if all you can do is maths, you're a 6 or a 7. If you can problem solve, well, then you get up to 8s and 9s. Right, you little darlings, that's your questions. You're stuck, leave a comment, tell me, all that kind of stuff. I better now get helping my wife. I was on the top of my head. Oh no, I'm alright. I thought you were at the top of my head. I was ducking like this. I might have been ducking like that. But I don't know, I should have tilted that, shouldn't I? Should I stop recording? Shall I stop recording? Bye!